Streeter was born out of the vision of four brothers back in 1985. A couple of farm boys from western Minnesota and knew how to craft homes really well.
We'd often get comments that, these other builders are just going to crush you. Well, okay. We just didn't think anything of it. We just kept doing what we wanted to do.
And they quickly grew a reputation for being able to take on the most challenging, complicated homes.
The types of projects that we were getting were, you get well known, so they just keep growing.
We were operating as four companies essentially. So we had four divisions and each segment was really operationally independent.
We had a sporadic vision and it was really not a vision at all. It was, what do we feel like we want to do today to be successful?
Nate and Bill, they were the ones that really noticed that we needed to get focused.
In many respects, I think we use the metaphor of a rudderless ship. We had to determine what we really want to be about. What is our long-term focus and vision of this company? And what are the steps that we need to take to get there? And so without that rudder, it really put us in a place of uncertainty and unpredictability.
I first met Bill and Nate through one of my existing clients, Joe. So I remember Joe called me up and he said, Glenn, I did a walk and talk this morning with these two guys, Bill and Nate. They run Streeter Homes. He goes, and I know you can help them.
There was an approach that Glenn had that was very in alignment with our values and how we wanted to proceed.
I drew a North Star up here, and I drew a line coming down. And I talked about the North Star. And I asked Bill and Nate, what is your North Star for Streeter Homes? And I still remember Nate said, he goes,
I said we didn't have one. And it was an honest answer.
Glenn helped us with that. We knew that he would be the person. So we walked out of there that day saying, that's it. That's going to be our guide for this journey of moving forward.
They didn't have a clear culture. They didn't have a clear vision. They didn't have clear accountability of who was doing what.
So there is a vulnerability in admitting that you don't have all the answers and you may not know the way and that you're okay searching it out. And that's where we were.
With the North Star vision, with the predictable financial performance, there is alignment. And so that alignment allows us to be able to come together and cohesively work strategically in a way that we haven't been able to do in the past.
He's helping you fulfill your own vision.
I can really feel it with how everybody feels more connected and more focused.
Setting one-year goals, quarterly goals, and then working strategically towards those goals. And as a result, we're seeing the financial performance achieved, and ultimately we believe we're going to get to our 10-year BHAG.
Being in this position to see it transform, I think is really rewarding.
100% would recommend Glendale and Apex North 7 days a week.